Huh.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. The 23rd World Tournament! The final match of the World Tournament! Will the title of the world's greatest belong to our returning hero Goku?
Oh, okay.
Junior?
Is it going to be ground combat?
We're witnessing the showdown of two masters. This battle will be spoken of for generations to come.
Oh.
From where I'm standing, both Tien Shinhan and Tao are formidable martial artists. Tien's combo is faster than the eye can see. There it is, the Crane School's Dodon Ray. Mercenary Tao is laying on the pain. He doesn't know the meaning of mercy. Definitely the art of an assassin. Tien splits into four. Can Goku overcome this predicament?
Naruto fans, this is where it was stolen from.
Fists take home the win. I'm just as excited to find out as you are. Goku shows no signs of stopping. Tien Shinhan loses the round by ring out.
Huh.
I don't
Yeah, they added the...
Junior has grown to massive stature. How is Goku going to handle this? I'm a little worried for my own physical safety, folks, but I'm not going anywhere.
Wow.
Down. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4. The match continues. But which of them will take home the championship? Fierce fights like this are what the World Tournament is all about.
Coming soon. When? Oh, man. So, Giant Piccolo. And what's interesting is that I finally watched Dragon Ball Super Hero. And I like that they brought that back. I have a review video coming here. I'm going to do that after this, actually. And then I'm going to finish up Jedi Survivor. But I'm glad that they're bringing back Giant Piccolo. And like, this is what most people today, like the current generation of kids, the Narutards and the Naruto fans, you know, the kids right now who are growing up with My Hero Academia, even Demon Slayer, the ones who didn't grow up in the 1990s, the ones who did not watch Toonami, the legendary days of Toonami, Dragon Ball, Sailor Moon, Gundam, you had Pokemon, Digimon on the other channels, Yu Yu Hakusho, Ronin Warriors, Ronin Kenshin. I keep mentioning all these shows, these legendary shows back then. That was the legendary times for like anime, when the anime were like booming and coming over to the US. It was all watching an English version. No one was really watching like Japanese sub. Like today, it's like everyone's in a rush and a hurry to see Japanese sub, which I understand. But before, the internet got as big as it is now, like I said, kids came back from school, sat down, got some cereal, some ramen noodles, watched Dragon Ball Z. That was it. That was the biggest show. That was what was going on back then. But then there was also Dragon Ball. What a lot of people don't know today about is there's an original show called Dragon Ball before Dragon Ball Z. The problem with, again, I have an issue with, hardcore Naruto fans. They need to watch the original show before watching Dragon Ball Z. And don't watch Dragon Ball Z Kai, because that's garbage. So, because the original show, the most important thing about that is it shows their training when they were kids. Like Kid Kakarot, little Kid Kakarot, he had a power level of 10. That was when he was 13. He had a power level of 10. He was getting shot by Uzis. He was, Master Roshi back then was already catching bullets with his hand. Kid Kakarot got shot in the head, with a freaking sniper bullet. He was hit with lasers, missiles, it was doing nothing compared to the silly stuff in Dragon Ball Super with the laser backshot. He was getting hit with that stuff as a kid, and it did nothing back then. So that's what I'm saying. You have to see the original show. And so and this is what I was wondering, because there was no flight. There were no characters flying back then. I'm pretty sure Mr. Popo could fly, but they didn't introduce it back then. Like early Dragon Ball, that's not when the flight. It wasn't a thing. No one had that ability. So it was lots of ground combat. And then you had Jackie Chan, which is the alternate, version of Master Roshi, playing on the name of Jackie Chan. Like, and again, I mentioned which I'm going to mention also in my review on Superhero. Naruto characters have not surpassed Kid Kakarot, Master Roshi, or Kid Krillin. I can make a whole video on that. They have not surpassed them in power after all these years. So, anyway, I'm super excited about this. I wish there was a release date. I know it's coming soon. Trying to find, yeah, like running, jumping, dodging, different strategy from aerial combat. I like that so much. I like it. Ground combat. So there won't be any flight. And look at that, though. He used that to boost his feet. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, this version of Kakarot and Piccolo they will completely solo Naruto characters. I don't care what anyone says. Again, I can make entire videos on that. If you grew up watching Dragon Ball, you're actually a 90s kid like me. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, Mercenary Tao, General Tao. Obviously, like I said, I think Jackie Chan is going to be in the game, Master Roshi. Now, again, my issue with Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, and this is why I wish I had it on PC instead right now. My issue with Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Oh yeah, let me talk about this. My issue with Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is that I can't play as the villain characters. I can't, Frieza, Cell, Majin Buu. I want to play as Beerus, Golden Frieza. Like, why can't I don't understand it. It's like this game, there's lots of potential, but it's sort of half-assed. And the combat is nothing incredible. It's a little, There's some issues with the combat that I could talk about. But I still like it. It's like, for me right now, it's the best third-person adventure Dragon Ball game. So. But just lots of potential that they just dropped. Like, I don't understand it. There could have been, like, co-op modes in the game. Just like the DLCs will come. I'll play through them. I like uploading. The Dragon Ball Z Kakarot videos were my best videos that I had on my Bickle the Animator channel. So, again, it's like I'll play the DLC and everything. And then eventually, and I'll get the characters to like the max point or whatever. To like the highest point or the highest I feel like I could be against the enemy characters and everything. And then it just sort of dies off again until the next DLC. Like, honestly. And that's what I'm saying. That's the issue with the game. But what I was saying earlier right here. Look at Tien. That is Tien's multi-form technique. That's what it's called. Long before Shadow Clone Jutsu. Anyway. I mean, I'm glad that they're bringing this back, though. They brought back a few, they brought back a few of these abilities in the Tournament of Power, but no, like I said, I'm going to do my review here on Superhero, and I was super excited. I was exhilarated to see Piccolo, man, making his giant form return, and so wow, this may be one of the best DLC. Other than like Beerus and like Golden Frieza, honestly, this will probably be one of my favorite. Even more so than Bardock. I'm not a Bardock fan. This is definitely going to be better than the Bardock. This is cool, but again, why can't I play as they call him Junior here? Yeah, Piccolo Junior. Why can't I play as Piccolo Junior / Demon King Piccolo? Well, actually, this one here, I think is Demon King Piccolo. I'm trying to remember. It's been a long time. or if this is after he had gained, like, he took over and sort of destroyed his inner Demon King Piccolo. I'm trying to remember that. Either way, this is what I don't like about the game is that they're showing this, but unless I have the PC and someone makes some hack code mod or whatever, I won't be able to play as, the giant form Piccolo. So that's my issue with this game is like, all the potential was there, but there's so many things that are lacking. And I've always said I've always wanted to play a Dragon Ball Z game created similar to Zone of the Enders and Zone of the Enders Second Runner. If you don't know what Zone of the Enders is, look up some videos. Maybe I can do some gameplay on it. Zone of the Enders is the best mech robot game like ever created. It was back in 2001. I think is when it released. I still have it on PS2, both games. They're on my top 10 favorite games list of all time. Unfortunately, not many people know about Zone of the Enders. I'm still waiting on a 3, but it's not going to happen. But it was made by Kojima and Konami. And I do not like Tenkaichi games. And I'm going to play Tenkaichi 4. I think it will be an improvement. First 3 Tenkaichi games, I didn't like them. I was a Budokai player. I like Budokai instead. So, but yeah, I've always wanted to see a Dragon Ball game created similar to Zone of the Enders, and I think DBZ Kakarot was close. There's a lot lacking. And no game has even touched the sort of flight and combat mechanic system that's in Zone of the Enders. That game is still ahead of its time, 2001. Like I said, you can look up gameplay videos, but you sort of have to play it to get a feel of what I'm talking about in how they did it. But yeah, I'm still excited to play it, but it's just like I won't be able to play as Giant Piccolo. I won't be able to play as General Tao, I'm sure. Probably won't, like, hopefully I at least get to play as Tien. Will I be able to do multi-form technique? Probably not. And that's what I'm saying, like, yeah, so far Tien's only been a support character, but I think he will be playable, hopefully, as a main character this time. Hopefully I can use multi-form technique. That would be pretty badass, but anyway, yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and check this out because I saw it was uploaded, and that's cool, man. And the ground combat. This may be one of my favorite DLC, like I said, between Beerus and Whis and the Golden Frieza. Golden Frieza was definitely my favorite. That was a challenge. Beerus was my second favorite DLC. I'm still waiting on, the whole Trunks and Zamasu, the Zero Mortal Plan DLC to come. Hopefully that comes. And I like to see Broly, my favorite character. So anyway, that's all I have here. I'm gonna jump in. Yeah, I'm excited for this, man. Oh, and I wish I could play it on PC. See, I purchased this on PS4. If anyone knows how to transfer save files from PlayStation 4 to PC, let me know in the comments. I know there's a way. I'm not a super high tech or hacking person or anything like that. I'm an animator. That's about it. I'm not like a tech person. But I wish I could do that because all my save files are on PS4. So otherwise, yeah, I get on camera. Maybe I do some streaming for this and everything. Because this was like one of my favorite games since like 2020, whenever it released. This has been one of my favorite like ongoing games. Just something to play, an adventure game. But yeah, that's all I have. Again, I may go ahead and do my review right now of Dragon Ball Super Hero. I'm coming after Gohan anyway. That's all I have. This Kakarot. Thanks for watching. Till next time. See ya.